class. I hope everyone is feeling happy and ready to learn something fun today. But first, let me introduce your teachers for today. Alright, so we have Teacher Mariah, Teacher Jenny, Teacher Charmaine, Teacher Mary Faith, and yours truly, Teacher Kim Joy. Before we begin, I want to ask this one class. Do you enjoy listening to stories? Well, today we're going to talk about one of the best ways to enjoy reading stories, and that is true, reading aloud. So we are so excited to share this lesson with all of you. So our topic for today is all about reading aloud. So this is one way of teaching literature, especially young children. But what does it mean by reading aloud? So reading aloud means just that reading aloud it is an incredibly valuable activity to do with children who are emerging readers. Reading aloud teaches children of all ages, and it can be fun for both adults and children. So reading aloud is not only fun, but it's also very helpful way to learn. So when someone reads aloud to us, it helps us understand the words better. So reading aloud is for everyone, not just for little kids. So even adults can enjoy it. So it helps new readers feel more confident, and it's a great way to spend time together. Sharing stories. So according to Write 2015, read aloud are sessions during which a teacher, parent, or other proficient reader reads aloud from a book or other text to one or more students. So reading aloud class means saying the words of a book or story out loud so others can hear it too. So it's more than just reading, it's also using your voice to make the story come alive. Alright, so now, why is reading aloud important in learning literature? So class, reading aloud is a powerful tool in developing literacy skills for elementary students. When students hear stories read out loud, they are exposed to new vocabulary, sentence structures, and ideas that may not have encountered through independent reading. So reading aloud helps students learn new words. It also teaches how sentences are built. So when children hear stories read aloud, they learn how to listen, imagine, and understand. They can also feel the emotions of the characters and get ideas they might not learn from reading alone. So it's not just about fun, but also it helps us become better readers, writers, and thinkers. Additionally, reading aloud helps students develop listening comprehension skills, which are crucial for academic success. But reading aloud is more than just a means to an end. It can also be fun and engaging, so activity that fosters a love of learning and a sense of community in the classroom. Alright, so I guess that would be all for my part. Let me pass on the virtual floor to Teacher Mariah for further discussion.
So thank you so much, Teacher Kim, for that wonderful discussion. So now let's proceed to the 7 benefits of reading aloud. So first, it engaged discussion by Baron and Young's 2008 and Wilhelm 2008. So we can discuss or explain more the happenings of the story as a reader. So next, it develops listening habits. So as a learner or as a listener, so we can improve or the listening habits. So the readers can also improve their listening habits by listening to other point of view or other ideas after the reading aloud or the storytelling. The third would be it motivates pupils to read by Sarah Finney and Georges 2003 and Isquit 2007. So in this benefit, we can motivate pupils by reading books in the library or or any leisure time. So next would be it causes easy and quick reading. So by Peterson, and it's 2007, Thumbskins 2010. So we can make the students to have a new habit, which is the reading habit. So they can have an easy understanding and quick reading, especially when they have available time in school. The fifth would be, it provides an assessment of readers' comprehension by Serafini and Georgie's 2003. So in this benefit, so we can assess the readers if they really understand the story. So next would be, it prolongs the learner's attention span by Fax 2008. So we can catch students' attention or the reader's attention, especially if the story has a unique theme and characters. It enriches the child's vocabulary bank. Facts 2008. So in this benefit, so the child, if they already read a lot of books, so the child's vocabulary bank will be increased. So they discover new words, new meanings of every word that they encounter. Let's proceed to the traditional methods of reading aloud. So one of the most traditional methods of reading aloud is having the teacher read to the class. So this method allows for the teacher to model good reading habits while also engaging the students in a shared literary experience. Another traditional method is having individual students take turns reading out loud. So this can be a great way to build confidence and fluency in young readers, while also giving them an opportunity to practice their comprehension skills. So now let's pass the virtual floor to Teacher Faith.
Thank you so much for that, Teacher Mariah. Now let's proceed to the methods of learner focused read aloud. For the first one, we have interactive reading aloud. In this one, it encourages dialogue during reading. Students ask or answer questions, predict outcomes, or share opinions, fostering critical thinking and engagement. Okay, so as you can see in the pictures, yes, it provides or encourages dialogue. Next one, we have retold or dramatized reading aloud. So from the word retold, the students retell. And the word dramatized, it has drama. So the student performs the story to enhance comprehension, creativity, and emotional connection to the text. So for the third method, we have multiple pieces, similar topic reading aloud. In this one, we have Venn diagram. What can you say about Venn diagram? Yes, it provides comparison, right? The similarities as well. So reading multiple texts on the same theme helps students compare ideas, build vocabulary, and deepen subject knowledge. For the fourth method, we have description initiated reading aloud. So in this one, focuses on rich descriptions to spark imagination. The students visualize scenes before or during reading, improving inferencing skills. So these are the methods of learner-focused read aloud. Now let's proceed to emerging ways to read aloud. First one, we have here audiobooks. As you can see in the picture, we have a child with headphones listening to a tablet or a classroom speaker playing an audiobook. Yes, it provides accessibility and models fluent reading. Students can follow along with text, improving pronunciation and pacing. Next one, recording themselves reading. Okay, recording themselves reading. Recording ourselves reading really helps us to know to hear our voices. So it builds self-awareness and confidence. The student will critique their fluency, their tone, and pacing, fostering independent improvement. So as you can see in the picture, we have here a student speaking into a microphone. Yes, and then a child listening to their own voice on a smartphone. So those are emerging ways to read aloud. Now, to proceed to further discuss, let's have Teacher Jenny. Teacher Jenny, the floor is yours.
Using technology to enhance reading aloud, technology has revolutionized the way we teach literacy to elementary students. Interactive ebooks, so for example, allow kids to follow along with the story while also engaging with the context through interactive features like animations and sound effects. So these tools help them follow the story easily and stay interested by using sounds, pictures, and animations. This can be improve their understanding and make them more eager to read. Engaging students in reading aloud. Encouraging participation is key to engaging students in the reading aloud process. One effective strategy is to have students take turns reading aloud, giving each student a chance to be involved and practice their reading skills. Another strategy is to ask open-ended questions during the reading, encouraging discussion and critical thinking. This gives everyone a chance to practice and feel included. Asking open-ended questions while reading also helps them think deeply and share their ideas, making the activity more interactive and meaningful.
Thank you for that, Teacher Janie. So now let's continue. So reading aloud is a powerful strategy in teaching literature, especially for young learners. It not only develops listening comprehension and language skills, but also builds emotional connection with stories. So, to maximize the effectiveness of read aloud sessions, teachers can apply specific techniques that sustain students' attention, foster interaction, and create an engaging learning environment. Below are some prominent strategies that educators can use to make read aloud activities more dynamic and impactful. So first, strongly imply the main problem or the overview of the literary piece. So, before beginning the read aloud, the teacher should give hints or set the stage by implying the main conflict, central theme, or important elements of the story. This primes students' curiosity and helps them predict, ask questions, and engage with the text more thoughtfully as the lesson. Second, sustain children's attention using dramatic poses, appropriate gestures, a variety of pacing, and plenty of eye contact. So, reading with expression is critical. Dramatic poses build suspense, gestures add energy and visualization. Pacing, speeding up or slowing down mirrors the mode of the story. Eye contact keeps the audience connected and shows them that the story is alive and responsive to them. So the third one, select the best location or create an ambience that suits the theme of the piece. So, the physical environment affects engagement. A cozy corner, a circle on a carpet, or a classroom setup with props related to the story setting, like a jungle theme for an animal story, can deepen the experience. Younger children benefit greatly from sitting close to the teacher, which allows for better interaction and hearing clarity. So the fourth one, conduct follow-up activities after the read aloud by conducting writing or drawing related tasks. So, to reinforce comprehension and allow students to express what they observe, teachers should provide activities like illustrating their favorite scene, writing an alternate ending, or describing their favorite character. These tasks deepen retention and make reading a springboard for creativity. For the fifth one, for older elementary learners, Teachers must vary their location during the read aloud activity. Older children often benefit from dynamic teaching. So, moving around the room while reading can re-engage students who may lose focus and gives a sense of inclusivity, making every student feel involved no matter where they sit. So, number 6, when reading a picture book, children must see the pages of the material. So, visuals are essential, especially for younger learners. Showing the pictures helps them to connect text to images, enhance understanding of the narrative, and maintain attention. Holding the book up or walking slowly around the group can ensure that everyone can see. Number 7, giving opportunities for fair and small group discussion before, during, or after the read aloud also promotes high engagement. Allowing students to briefly turn to a partner to discuss predictions, reactions, or favorite parts activates deeper thinking. According to Serafini and Aloud 2008, this interpretive space helps children negotiate meaning, appreciate different viewpoints, and feel more ownership of their interpretations. So number 8, using the power of technology, teachers may use smart e-books from online sources as a variation for printed ones. So, digital resources can add excitement. E-books often include animations, sound effects, and interactive elements that support multisensory learning. They can be especially helpful for reluctant readers or students with learning differences. So for the last one, number 9, teachers may also invite a person to do the writing. Bringing in guests, another teacher, a parent, or even a performer can make the experience memorable. Costumes or thematic props like an animal costume for the monkey and the turtle add drama and excitement, keeping students enthralled and making the story feel alive. In conclusion, reading aloud is an essential tool in teaching literacy to elementary students. By engaging students in the process, we can help them develop critical thinking skills, improve their vocabulary, and foster a love for reading that will last a lifetime. Reading aloud goes beyond simply telling a story. It creates a shared experience that encourages students to think deeply, predict outcomes, analyze characters, and connect with the text emotionally. Traditional methods of reading aloud, such as having the teacher read to the class or individual students reading out loud, are still effective. However, emerging ways to read aloud, such as using audiobooks or having students record themselves reading, can enhance the learning experience and make it more enjoyable for students. While having the teacher or students read aloud has long been a staple in literacy instruction and remains highly valuable, modern tools offer new possibilities. Audiobooks bring professional narration, sound effects, and music to the story, making the experience more vivid and engaging. So that would be all for our discussions class. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you for listening and God bless.